Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about music versus imagination. So recently I've been listening to some different kinds of music than I usually do. Usually I listen to like dark rap and stuff like that talks about like murdering people and stuff. So that gets like murder on my mind. Like that's what happens when you listen to that music. Like it makes you think about these things. Like even if it's not you doing it, it's other people. You know what I mean? So, like, when they talk about, oh, well, I'm gonna chop off your head and have guts on the floor, stuff like that, what are you gonna imagine? You're gonna imagine that happening. So, have listening to music like that makes your mind kind of like focused more on that kind of thing, like more violent thoughts and stuff like that. So, I've been listening to different kinds of music recently, and I just kind of noticed that like my whole vibe changed, like my whole vibe with the music and shit. Like I don't know, it just like changed like my whole thought process and like my imaginative images in my head. Like I mean, I know it's like really weird, but like when you imagine something, like a lot of the times like it could come into your reality. Like I don't know, it's just really weird. But like that's why I try not to think about like violence and stuff because like I used to be a pretty like crazy, weird, violent person. But now I'm not. I just kind of changed. Now I'm just like here. So, yeah. And sorry I'm moving around a lot. Like I literally just don't know what I'm doing. But so yeah, music can change like your perspective on like certain situations. So like there's been situations in which music was like kind of explaining what was happening to me in my life, and it had like the names of people that I knew in the songs. Like it was just really weird, and stuff like that happens. Because in my head, you know, synchronicity is always there. Like there's always um, you know, this force that's having like these perfect synchronicities in every moment, but we don't notice them until like the matrix breaks and we see a synchronicity. So that's kind of what it is. It's like, oh, we broke the matrix if we saw a synchronicity. I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like, but I don't know. But I haven't seen a synchronicity in a while. I think the last one I saw was when I was thinking about moving, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't move to New York because there's rats and crime and shit. So I was like, maybe I'll go to Las Vegas. And then I was looking up videos about Las Vegas, and then it had like the lady, she goes, hi, my name's Scarlett. And I was like, well, no fucking way, that's my name. And I just thought that was so weird because that's my name. And like Scarlett isn't like a very common name. I don't know, I just thought it was really weird because it was like the first video that I fucking clicked on. I was like, no fucking way. So like maybe that's a sign to move to Vegas. I don't know. Like where should I go? Universe, help. I don't fucking know. But my hair's getting long. Hopefully, it'll be like down to here next year. I hope so. That way I can dye it. But anyway, that's off topic. We're talking about synchronicities and stuff like that. So, music can definitely have a big impact on like your thought process because music is a certain frequency, and you know it brings thoughts in your head with these certain lyrics and stuff like that. And like literally like when you listen to songs about sex, what are you gonna be thinking about? You're gonna be thinking about fucking people. That's what it does to you. And like if you're a whore trying not to have sex, why would you be listening to music about sex? I don't know. That's like your ex-convict murderer, and then you try not to murder people, but you're listening to songs about murdering people. It's like the same thing. I don't know, but like hopefully that's not a thing. Hopefully nobody wants to do that. But anyway, um, So yeah, so be careful what you kind of like put in your head, because a lot of times the music kind of like reprograms your imagination to revolve around the song's lyrics, or like sometimes if a song makes you sad, it reprograms you to just be sad because it gives off a certain frequency. And when it gives off a frequency, it just really, you absorb it. Your brain is a frequency machine. It picks up other frequencies, okay? It's like a radio station. It can pick up certain frequencies. Our brain is like a radio station, okay? We can tune in to certain frequencies by thinking about it. That means we're on the right frequency. We're on the right channel. We're on the right sound wave, you know? We're on the right vibration, you know? So all we have to do is realize our brain is like a radio. When you change the station is going to be that of which you have these certain thoughts about this thing you want, because that's the frequency you're on, is what's in your head. So when you keep control of those and you control them, because you can, trust me, you can. I know it feels hard sometimes, but you can. You just have to reprogram it. You have to tell yourself that whatever you thought was wrong, and then what you want is the right thing to be thinking about. So you're like, yeah, what I want is the truth. And what I don't want, that's false. And you got to keep telling yourself that. That's how you reprogram your mind. So the brain is a radio station, everyone. When you tune into these frequencies, okay, it will, it's like a radio station. Okay? That's it. You understand. Okay? So when you have these certain thoughts, they're gonna manifest or come into reality because your brain is like a radio picking up that frequency. And once it has the frequency, it will attract it, because that's what it does. Your brain is a literal frequency machine. It likes to do a little dance, and it likes to change its song, but God in itself is like a giant song. It's like the musician, and our brain's the radio. And we are also the musician because we are God inside. Okay? So, the God inside, the radio station, the brain, whatever, is capable of changing its own frequency, which is changing its thoughts. Thoughts can change your feelings. They can change your actions. They can do a lot. So yeah, that's it. The brain is a radio station picking up frequencies. And when you change the radio station, the channel changes. And when you're on the right channel, things tend to happen. Okay? And that's the end of this story. So everyone have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!